Hello everyone, this is Angel from Have Faith, Let It Begin. Get ready, because we're about to do a different type of episode, one that we've never touched base on before. Today, we're going to talk about how we all have made mistakes. Mistakes can happen at any point in time in our life. Sometimes there's just some things that we can't control. Sometimes we can control it. But the hardest thing is facing the fact that when you do make a mistake, when you do something that you want to say you want to take back, so to speak. How do you do it? How do you overcome an error? How do you overcome something that you're not proud of? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. So I hope that each and every one of you are ready for today's episode. Because today, it's all about rejoice. It's all about forgiveness. It's all about moving in the right direction. And how are we going to do that today? We're going to get ready. My name is Angel. And welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin. And we're going to start this in 10 seconds.
Seconds to go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Broadcasting live worldwide.
On June 16th, 2018, a show designed for you, the Daily Commuter, went live. A weekly show all about faith. A show with motivational topics, inspirational stories, and personal testimony set out to change the world.
Don't you see that your faith is coming alive? Don't you see that it's tested every time? He's the one that makes your life divine. He's the one that makes you feel fine. Your faith's being tested.
Hi, I am Mia. You're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hello, my name is Amari, and today we are back on another episode of Have Faith and Let's Begin. Hi, my name is Isabella, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hey, this is Freddie, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hi, my name is Angela, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Welcome to Have Faith. Let It Begin. Here's your host, Angel Santana.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Broadcasting live worldwide.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin. My name is Angel, and today is Tuesday, May 26, 2020. First and foremost, got a lot of shout outs to do this morning. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for putting us again on the map for a trending podcast within the last 6 days, clearing over 24,000 downloads. My heart is just overwhelmed with joy. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. In addition, I would like to just wish a happy belated birthday to a couple people. Mr. Ferris, happy birthday, my friend. And a big shout out to one of our big listeners, one of the top I'm so excited to say it, that's why. One of the top 3 listeners of our show since the beginning. A big shout outs to Ashley. Happy birthday. I hope you have the greatest birthday ever, and I cannot wait to celebrate and rejoice on your wedding day. Happy birthday, my dear friend. Folks, in addition to all that, we'd like to remind each and every one of you that we are available every single weekday, Monday through Friday. We try to go on the air at 7:30, but at the latest, 7:45. I'm sorry to give you that 15-minute window, but it's just a little easier with everything going on. It makes it easier for me to try to get Ariel in place without me having to rush my child into the arms of my mother, which is her grandmother. So that's why we do that. All right, let's get started with today's episode. We all make mistakes. That's a tough topic, right? You hear that phrase and you just go, and you think right off the bat of whatever mistake you've probably had in the past, whatever mistake you've done. You know, in our early childhood or early years as we're starting to grow up, we all have made mistakes. We all have said things or done things that we're not proud of. We all can relate to doing things that we should not have done, that we wish we could have taken back. And we all have one point or another have made a mistake. As we get older, we continue to make mistakes. Sometimes we make the same mistake. Sometimes we make mistakes that we just could not believe that we would ever make. And we say to ourselves, how in the world could I have done that? One thing is for sure about when you say the word, we all make mistakes. We have to remember, there's an old expression, learn from your mistakes. Grow from your mistakes. Please don't make the same mistakes. There's so many ways we can take that. Let me give you a personal story. Quite honestly, I don't remember how old I was when this happened, but it was in my 20s. I remember, boy, this is a tough one. I remember working at a restaurant, and I remember having so much anger built up, frustration built up from my previous job, which is my main job at the time. And the frustrations just kept building and building and building. And you know how they always say, leave your problems at the door. Well, I couldn't. They just were there. And if anybody who knows me, I'm always a happy guy. I'm always trying to be excited. I'm always trying to be that person. But then all of a sudden, when you take it to a certain level and you get me to the point where I'm upset, then I get more upset that that person made me upset. And then I'm really upset. So I go to work, and as I'm doing my job, I had made a small error on the screen. I had to call a colleague over to overwrite it. And, you know, like any person that you work with, they're always joking around. They're always, as we call them, you know, try to make, poke fun at each other. She came over and she says, oh, you're doing that mistake again? And within a second, not even thinking, without hesitation, I reacted. And I said, well, you know what? I'm human, okay? What is your problem? Just do your job and overwrite this thing. God, you have to get on my case every 5 seconds? What are you, like the God's gift of, of holy this and that? I mean, I just went off on her. And I remember looking at her and she just started to cry. And I don't think that it was because she couldn't handle my reaction. I think she couldn't handle the fact that it came from someone like me who was always in a good mood. So I think I took her by surprise. And she started to cry. And it was in that moment that I realized I had made a mistake. It was in that moment that I realized I had done wrong. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is admit that you're wrong. But I guarantee you that when you do that, when you say, I was wrong, it will start the process, the healing process. And then you walk up to that person and you apologize. And you tell them that it was not meant for them and that was not something you wanted to do. And then you apologize, which I did. What ended up happening was she was going through a lot as well. But she left her problems at the door. But me yelling at her brought back what was happening in her personal life. You see, she was in a relationship, an abusive relationship verbally. And when I leashed out at her, it was as if all hope was lost. Because she could not believe, in her words, that a person who was always so nice could change so quickly. She could not believe that everyone had an angry side. We both vented. We both aired out our frustrations. And eventually, she forgave me. Eventually, she left that gentleman. I'm happy to tell you that years later, she's married with 3 children, actually, and doing very well. We all make mistakes. We all do things that we're not proud of. But have we learned from our mistakes? Have we remembered that anything that we do, Every action has a reaction. But the key thing is, do you really mean what you do? Do we all really mean to make the mistakes that we do? We're not perfect. We're human. We're all going to make mistakes. But are we going to learn from them? Are we going to keep making the same mistakes? Are we going to allow ourselves to grow and realize that it's not right to treat people that way? I want to take the second to just put aside this episode and bring you up to date as to today. I've been dealing with a lot of issues in my life. I've developed a small bit of anger. I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. I couldn't understand why my frustrations had built up. I didn't want to put the blame on the pandemic, especially since I work at a hospital. I did not want to put that type of whatever it is that I've been going through and make an excuse for it. And I got to be honest with all of you. I've yet to find out what caused it. But I will tell you that I'm on the healing process. And I'm going to tell you how I did it. I woke up angry for like the 4th or 5th consecutive day. I woke up and I started to walk my dog Cody. And I realized that there's one good friend, that there's one best friend in my life that I can vent my frustrations to, that I can ask to help heal my suffering, my pain. And that was God. And it was not like a formal prayer. It was just, hey God, I got to talk to you. Hey God, I need help. I'm angry. I'm frustrated. I'm tired. And I don't know why. And I said, God, I'm changing and I don't want to change. My attitude has gotten negative. My personality has gotten weak. I need help. Lord, help me gain that back. And as I was walking my dog, this small breeze came by and it made me close my eyes for a second. And I felt this joy, this love come into my heart. And before you know it, I had a smile on my face. God is everywhere. God listens. God knows when we need help. God knows we all make mistakes. God forgives. God heals. God remembers that we are all His children. So today, as you go into your workplace, today as you have your day off, if you're feeling as if you had made a mistake, if you're feeling that you need a little bit of forgiveness for whatever it is you may have done wrong, if you have a burden that has been carrying upon you for quite some time, it's time to let it go. It's time to move forward. It's time to forgive yourself because God has already forgiven you. And if you're not sure of that, then pray to Him. Ask Him for forgiveness. And I guarantee you, He will tell you that He is with you, that He loves you, and that He'll never leave your side. I forgave myself this morning, and I'm forgiving each and every one of you, and I promise you, God already has as well. Have a blessed day, everyone, and never forget to have faith. Let it begin. Thank you, God, for always being there for me. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Amen.
Don't you see that your faith is coming alive? Don't you see that it's tested every time? He's the one that makes your life divine. He's the one
Broadcasting live worldwide.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. That's right, Ariel. We're done with another show. And it's always great to have this show with you, my love. You know, we're going to encourage each and every person to listen to our show every single weekday. That's right, you and I are going to help change the world. Do you think that you can do that for me? Huh? Yeah, you know you can. She does. We want to let you know, and yes, we encourage you to listen to our show each and every weekday, and it's going to be live at 7:30. Make sure you're subscribed to our show. Make sure you get ready, fasten those seatbelts, because Ariel and I and my family are going to bring you a new topic, a new story each and every day, right? Isn't that right, Ariel? Yeah. And she's smiling at me. Guys, enjoy your day.